Okay, what is the most painful thing a student has told you?
At my previous school in South Orange County, I dealt with students who were first generation Hispanic and first generation Asian that had just come into. And in August, I was at 7-Eleven. We have a 7-Eleven that's just right down the street from our school. And I was just grabbing a Slurpee, getting ready, for the year to start and setting up my room. And in talking to him, he was talking about how he's getting ready to go to community college and, kind of looking forward to, things going on. It was just a really common conversation that you would have with somebody at the time. And as we were doing that, another truck pulled up and some kids got out and he was, kind of gave them, some like high fives and signaled that he knew them. And then another young man came up the sidewalk and was walking into the parking lot and started yelling at him. And in doing so, they started kind of going back and forth, and it was over a girl. And obviously I was like, oh, this is, just typical. And I didn't think anything of it. The young man was only 15, 16 at the time. And my guy had just graduated. So I was like, this kind of seems, it is what it is. And as I was sitting there, I still hadn't gone into the store yet. My student walked back to his truck and pulled out a shotgun. And I froze because I couldn't really figure out what was going on at the time. And walked up to the other kid and shot him in the neck and killed him right there on the spot. And I learned in that moment, when you want to talk about painful, I had watched a young man just not only take a life, but throw his own life away. And in the time, I didn't react.
Okay, what is the most painful thing a teacher has said to you?
I late a lot to class, and the teacher kind of called me out in front of the whole class about it. And I understand it's not something good I should be doing, but I don't want to be called out.
Okay, what is the most painful thing a student has said to you?
Some stuff was meant to be painful, and it's not. Like, you're just a dumb old man. Actually, it made me laugh. But I think one that really got me was a kid threatening to beat me up if he ever saw me in the street, and I think he really meant it. And I think he would, too. And I think he could, too. But that one bothered me to the point where I worried for a year or so that I would bump into him, but, whatever. And then, but this...
Okay, what is the most painful thing a teacher has said to you?
So when I was at Oregon City High School my freshman year, a teacher told me that I'm not going to graduate just because I was kind of, veering off the right track freshman year. So that kind of stuck with me, and then I changed schools to here sophomore year, and I got my shit together, and now I'm proving that teacher wrong.
What is the most painful thing a student has said to you?
Not anything too painful. I get called bald a lot.
Oh.
Baldy. Where's your hair? Maybe you should shave your arms, put it on your head. That's not too painful. That's about as worse as I get.
What is the kindest thing a student has said to you?
Kindness, I'm trying to think of any one thing. I have a lot of students who, they'll always say, oh, hey, because of you, I'm doing this, or because of you, this has happened. And so I guess really for me, the kindest thing, and and when I say common, I don't mean, it happens every day, but when I'm able to hear from a student that they found a love for something that they didn't know they had beforehand, or, that you were there for them at a time that they really needed it.
Okay, what is the kindest thing a teacher has said to you?
Well, it's not like one specific thing, but Miss Sauce always comes up to me whenever she sees me in the mornings, and she always is like, I love you, I love your outfit. She just gives me the most random compliments whenever she sees me, and that's just really refreshing to come to school and get that.
Oh, that's cute. What is the kindest thing someone has said to you, or a student has said to you?
This one sticks in my head most recently because it happened just the other day. It was a Valentine with a little wooden box that a student, I think I'm going to leave them nameless. And in it, there was a embossed keychain, like a dog tag almost, that said that I had touched their lives so much that they would take it with them for the rest of their life. And it was in a positive way. So that was pretty cool. I even showed my wife when I got home. She's like, oh my God. Like that. And yeah, so that stuff is cool. I like being called Pops by the kids because it makes me feel like they trust me and they know I care about them and stuff like that. So yeah, Pops.
What is the kindest thing a teacher has said to you?
That I'm very creative and my mind's always going, thinking of new things.
What is the kindest thing a student has said to you?
Well, that kind of stings. I did a suicide talk in health class a couple weeks ago, and I had a kid who I've really never connected with really come up to me and thank me because I saved their life because they were committing suicide.